The Wonderful 101 has had a tough time. It was released exclusively on the Wii U, it didn't receive the marketing push the team thought it deserved, and it ultimately didn't perform. But now it's getting a second chance, thanks to a successful Kickstarter campaign that will remaster the game for Switch, PS4, and PC. Here are 5 things you need to know. The Wonderful 101 was actually pitched twice. Initially, it was pitched as a way of working with Nintendo by having a game in which multiple of the company's characters appear. Director Hideki Kamiya felt that this would be a bit too similar to Smash Bros though, so he built a pitch that would feature all of the characters on screen at the same time. But with so many Nintendo characters in one game, and the fact that they changed shape just made the game impossible from a licensing standpoint. So instead, they returned years later with a new pitch featuring an original cast of characters. You can likely understand from his Twitter profile and style that Hideki Kamiya can be an intimidating guy. The Nintendo staff on Wonderful 101 thought so too, and they were scared of having to ask him to change things regarding the game. They would even conduct meetings where they would discuss how best to approach Kamiya, but in reality, he's generally quite a shy person and was very receptive to all of the feedback provided. In fact, he was actually intimidated by Nintendo, thinking that they would be robotic and businesslike. Turns out both of their assumptions were wrong. The Platinum Games team are a passionate group, but this can sometimes get in the way of efficiency. During the later stages of development, Kamiya had an idea where instead of having just one Unite-Morph at a time, you should be able to do multiple. But he knew that if he asked permission, they'd say that it was too much work this late in development. So he did it anyway in secret. Since he'd already done it, it was too late for anyone to change, and the debugging team had to work hard to get it ready in time for release. Kamiya recalls a moment where he found himself in an elevator with a Nintendo supervisor and having cold sweats. There's a few cool cameos in Wonderful 101, but there's also an appearance from Hideki Kamiya himself, known as Wonder Director, a hero who's good at everything but gets knocked out in one hit. He attacks by using beams from his trademark glasses. But for Nintendo's debugging team, this character was notoriously buggy, making him just as frustrating as the director, who, as we just established, would add features without much warning. It got to a point where the team was annoyed by both the game and real-life Wonder Directors. Platinum Games is starting to self-publish games thanks to what is called a capital alliance with Chinese game company Tencent. However, before that deal had gone through, Platinum had already started work on a Wonderful 101 remaster and decided to use Kickstarter to fund the publishing costs, since the Tencent deal is for their other independent projects. Although Platinum is large for a development company, they didn't have the infrastructure to self-publish, so the Kickstarter will help them act as both a development company and a publisher, able to provide both copies of the game and rewards. Thanks for watching OTAQUEST in Japan, and feel free to subscribe to find out more about Japanese anime, games, fashion, music, and more.